What's up, everybody? It's your girl Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Many times you guys come on the channel and say, Erica, it's too expensive where I live. I live in California. I live in New York. It's just way too expensive to invest in my marketplace. And hey, I feel you. If anybody feels you, I feel you, right? And so the key, of course, is to find where it's less expensive for you and find different ways for you to invest, okay? So we're going to go over 6 ways that are really important for you guys to learn how to invest outside your marketplace. And for that, I'll be sharing the screen, baby. So as you can get prepared, we're going to share the screen here. And one of the first ways on my list is homepath.com. You know, you search thousands of foreclosures wherever you are, right? You know, whatever city, but I would always say go an hour outside of you. I would go, I don't know, I'm just putting in somewhere. But this is a great opportunity for you to go check out foreclosures. Now I'm in a very hot market. It's crazy. And as you see, there's none, right? So let's try some of the nearby suggestions they've asked us to try. None. Our marketplace is very tight here in Austin, Texas, but we'll try to find some. So if you're in a hot market, it's very hard. Now this one right here, it's showing me is downtown. So that means this is a very wealthy person who lost out on a $400,000 looks like building. So let's try another city. Let's try somewhere like Killeen. That's more than an hour away from me, but depending on where I'm driving, it's not too terrible. So now Killeen has several more. Now let's click in Killeen, right? Because your homegirl might be interested in driving down the street. All right, it's already under contract, but that's not the point. We're just showing you this to give you an idea. Now in Texas, on average right now here in Austin, you're spending $250,000 to $300,000 on houses. A lot of people in lower economic status, Hispanic, Black, whoever, have been moving to Killeen. Why? Because they can't afford to live in Austin or Round Rock or Georgetown anymore. So here's this house for $67,000 in Killeen. It's beautiful, looks pretty clean. Do you need some? Oh yeah, that looks really good actually. But this is more closer to their field. They're in the 120,000 kind of house range. So yeah, the outside's not as pretty as you would think, but overall, front is beautiful, brick, and it's already under contract. So if that tells you anything. All right, and you go back again. Let's see, there was other ones. There was Alpine Street, 79,000. There's West Lane. Let's go look at this Alpine, right? Because we're not always looking for the bottom dollar. The other one was by Fort Hood Airport. This one's a little further on the other side of town. So look at that. Absolutely beautiful. 79,000 already under contract. Why? Because houses like this are just a gift. I mean, your mortgage for 79,000 is going to be probably what, $400 bucks, if that. I mean, this is really good stuff. So these are examples of what I would say you can go in as, you know, get up to $3,000, 3% closing costs. There's a lot of different ways to get on these foreclosures. The first 15 days or so, you know, they're open to persons who want to move in. Now, over here, if you say you're going to just rent this house out, medium rent in this area is $895, high rent $1,000, right? So this is near a military base. You're in a town where it's more affordable. So you're probably going to get, you know, $895 more than likely. Okay, so that covers these are foreclosures, and that covers foreclosures. But here's number 2, auctions. All right, we're going over to an example of Williams & Williams, if it will pop up. And this is an auction network. Now, they are all over the place. Now, you may say, Erica, New York City don't have good auctions. Well, that's fine. We're not looking in New York City, and we're not looking in California right at this time. But you see you have foreclosures, second chance properties, occupied, all listings, farm, ranch, land. These are auctions. You can do auctions happening now. I mean, you got some choices here. So let's just go and put options happening now, right? Okay. Oh, of course, my Adobe Flash will cut up when you guys are on. Hold on a second. All right, let's just, before we don't get off track too much. All right, December 17th, you got stuff in Texas, Tennessee, South Carolina, Pennsylvania, Alabama, LA, Maryland, okay? January, oh, look at that. January again, January further down, bid now. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, I went on here, there was a house in a neighborhood around the corner from my aunt's. Houses in that neighborhood were going for $35,000 to $55,000. right here on Williams auction, it went for $22,000. But remember, gotta have access to that dough. So sometimes I hear people using their credit cards and taking cash advances. I don't recommend it, but I understand it. Okay, that's what I will say. I don't recommend it, but I understand it. I'd much rather you have business lines of credit that you can use. All right, so here, look, we can even look for ranches and farms that are available for auction, which is giving me this. Okay, yeah, Alabama, South Carolina. Now you may say, Erica, that's not technically farmland. That's just an empty space where they haven't built homes yet. True, true, but just giving you some options, okay? So again, auctions are a way to go. I trust Williams & Williams. They're a very good company. There's other networks, but I just trust this one more than most, okay? So we've talked about foreclosures and auctions. What is another way? Well, boys and girls, you know my favorite way is the tax liens. I'm not going to go over a whole bunch of tax lien questions on here. I'm probably going to answer a bunch of tax lien questions in the comment section. What I will say is tax liens are an opportunity, a great way for you to invest outside of your state in a lower cost place. Just much better opportunity. Okay. So again, on here, tax liens from $200 and up, you know, it goes over several states. You know, we didn't list every single state on here. There's just no need to do that. We give the example of Florida, we give the example of South Carolina, and we give the example of OTCs. We talk about North Carolina, we talk about New Jersey. You know, there's over actually 9 states. Now, if you go through the course, you'll see about Chicago, you'll see about California, you'll see about Minnesota and Iowa. There are several options in several different states. You can invest in, even just at the tax lien, and get your 18 to 25% on your money. So again, here's the course. Tax liens are a great way to do it. Now you say, well, Erica, I want to buy an actual full house. Tax deed states are better, which is Houston. Talk about that, but you're going to need much more money. You're not going to just walk up and go, here's $500, I got an auction. Now you may get a vacant lot in parts of Florida for $500. You may get a vacant lot parts of North Carolina for $500 at the tax deeds, but you're not going to get a whole house for $500. You might get a house for $25,000, $30,000. It took a minute for it to get to the tax deed location. So again, this is the course. Guys, feel free to get in there. You know what's up in there. Lots of great information. All right, so what's another way? We talked about foreclosures. We talked about auctions. We talked about tax liens. Syndication, baby. Syndication. All right, simplepassivecashflow.com. I've talked about this guy. I've actually talked to him on the phone. He's not 61 years old. He's just semi-retired. He's very young. He's closer to my age, in the 30s. But the key here, what he's learned from another investor group I'm actually in, is how to work together, how to get a syndication going. He's invested in properties in Birmingham, Alabama, California, I think in Seattle. You can read more about him. He definitely lets you guys talk to him on the phone, gives you a little way to get a conversation, and you should check him out. Now, why should you check him out? I'm going to show you some opportunities on the next page. Now, he's not paying me for any of this. I just like showing people what's out there, because so many people say, Erica, I know there's a way to get in the marketplace. I know there's a way to invest, and no one's showing me, no one's telling me. Well, first of all, we got to get out of that victim mentality. Somebody better show me. Somebody better tell me. You got to go out there and you got to go find it. And you got to go invest in these opportunities for yourself. So again, he really talks about, he hates when PVC's 10 to 15% crappy deals, or they're not deals, or they're not really good. I've seen some deals for 23%. And many people say 23%, Erica, hell no, that's not possible. It is actually very, very much possible. But again, you're not talking about $100 and $200. You're talking about $50,000, $100,000. You're talking about big money and big drops of money. But there's a lot of opportunities here. All right, now look, interested in private money lending, be a first lien position, $10,000. You're lending it out for 3 to 18 months. Okay, it's backed by a property. Another one, $5,000, 1 to 18 months for a dividend-like return. You can invest in farming opportunity he has here. Turnkey rentals, $15,000. Interested in multifamily investments, $25,000 for 3 to 7 years. You know, JV, assisted living facility, other passive opportunities. Interested in whole life insurance, retirement. There's so many opportunities here. I just want to show you this. You know, private mentorship, private groups, mastermind calls. You know, if you're putting your money away and let's say you make really good money, you're like, Erica, I'm not one of these people that ain't got no money. I got some money, girl. Hey, here's a great opportunity for you to get into a group and invest with. Now, here's what that leads to, what the overall conversation is. Fostering relationships in your marketplace. A lot of times we look at things and go, who's going to help me? Who's going to help me? And that's not how it goes. You should always, at any opportunity time, be going, how can I find deals like this? Because if you got deals, you got choices. You know, when I say, hey, mom, I really want to borrow $20,000. First of all, people are like, whose mama got $20,000? But if you show her a deal like this, you'd be amazed where $20,000 will come from. Or who she finds that has $20,000 to go in a partnership deal with you. So the key is fostering relationships in your marketplace, going to these RIA groups, going to these events, meeting these local flippers. You ever see those signs, We'll Buy Homes? Call those numbers, meet with those guys, eat lunch with those guys, find out what they're really doing and pushing in the market, because sometimes those little cheap signs have millionaires attached to them. Not just a guy running around wholesaling, but actual millionaires. So you got to really think on that level of who is out there that you can connect with. And a lot of times people are saying, well, Erica, no one's helping me. That's not the job of people to go out of their way and help you. And I think we've got it twisted with all this guru stuff that people are going to jump out of their way and help me and do for me. And that's just not true. That's not true. And it's unfortunate that we've kind of allowed that into our system. So Clayton Morris is another one I talk about, turnkey companies in general, right? It lets you own property outside of your state via someone helping you through the process, while they're flipping it, they're cleaning it up, and they're getting tenants in it. Now, many people say, well, Erica, that sounds risky. I don't know them. I don't live there. Fly to there. Meet them in person. Get one-on-one contact. If you have enough money to $14,000, $15,000, $20,000 to invest in a turnkey outside of your state, honey, you got enough money to buy a plane ticket. So let's cut the bull on that. Let's cut the bull. Even if you're doing turnkey in Jackson, let me see if I can pull up Hood Estates real quick. This is Jacksonville, Florida. I don't think I'm able to pull them up from here. Probably not. Anyway, Hood Estates is another one you guys can go check out. They are doing a lot of work in Jacksonville, Florida, turnkey property in Jacksonville, Florida. You got to get out there and see what's in your market, what's outside your market. Hipster Investments. Let me see if she's got anything up lately. This is Allie Boone. All right, Allie Boone. Okay. And she is always sharing deals, right? So she's like her latest good deal. Now hers are not going to be as cheap, but this is exactly what you're looking for. You're looking for what are other people in the marketplace investing in, and turnkey. So this turnkey is getting $1,200 monthly rent. Let's see. What's this price? It's going for $103,000 in Philadelphia. Okay. Now you can Google map it. You can go check it out. It's fully renovated. I mean, these are things you're looking for. And you want to talk to people who are working on deals like this. They'll send you deals in the mail. Why? Because she's working on them. She's flipping some of them. She's in groups of investors. So again, if you say, Erica, my market's too expensive, how can I become a long distance investor? These are ways to do it. Tax liens in multiple states. Turnkeys in multiple states. Investment groups where you're putting $5,000 or $10,000. Make your money move. As what's her name says, she don't have to dance no more. She make money move. There are certain groups of people who are investing $100,000 at a time, and they only got $1 million. Let's say they win it in a lump sum, they win it in a car accident, whatever. They put that money invested. They don't work anymore. Invested in the right couple of projects, multi-family projects, they're straight. I know people who own just 2 duplexes and they don't work. And people say, Erica, that's risky. How is it risky? Get at really low prices and you got $3,000 coming in a month and you have very little bills outside of that duplex. Not that risky. So anyways, look, you guys, you've been awesome. I love you on this channel. If you have any questions, hit me with those questions. I'm going to stop sharing the screen at this point. But anyways, look, you have questions. Review this video, watch it again, go to these websites I'm sharing. Number 1, foreclosures. We talked about home path. Number 2, auctions. Again, saw a great property down the street from my aunt's house go for $22,000 in a neighborhood kind of across from hers. Could have got it. If I knew $22,000 was going to go for an auction, holy crap, I'd have participated. Number 3, hula deals, group deals, investor groups. Number 4, did we say fostering relationships? And number 5, turnkeys. And number 6, auctions. I think I've said them all in wrong order, but definitely rewatch this video. Check it out for yourself. And if you have questions, definitely hit me up. Hit them in the question box. I'll try to answer them. If there are too many tax lien questions, I'm going to say, hey, get the course. Go grab it. Information is there for you. Start 2008 the way you want. You want to have investments? Get going. Don't give me excuses. You can have excuses. You can have investments. Choice is yours. Later, guys.